We got both channels live. Welcome back to Chef Ivory Cuvee's Kitchen. Remember, Cuvee's CulinaryCreations.com. Pull us up on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, or either go to our YouTube page. Once again, we're going to talk about this famous Cuvee's Creations salad dressing. It's the honey lime vinaigrette. Today's recipe is going to be a salmon fettuccine. A salmon fettuccine with a white wine lobster sauce, and we're going to top it with a mango salsa. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be exciting. So I hope everybody is doing well during COVID, staying safe, washing your hands, keeping everybody social distance, not going into any major parties, making sure that you stay away from everybody so that we can get this over with. Because this is driving us up a wall right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And we have any problems? You guys? Mary? Okay. So, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to get my hands washed. And hopefully my mom gets a chance to view us today in Los Angeles, California. So, our salad dressing is now in 5 major cities. We're in Detroit, Michigan. We're in Mobile, Alabama. We're in Los Angeles, California. We're in Arizona. We're in Mississippi. And of course, right here at home in Houston, Texas. If you need to get the salad dressing, go to Cuvee's CulinaryCreations.com. Click on the contact page. Fill out your mailing address. We will respond to you, and when you go to the event section, put salad dressing, and we'll make sure that we'll get the salad dressing shipped out to you immediately. If you're in Los Angeles, California, you don't have to pay any shipping and handling. Just make sure we know what city you're in, and we'll get it delivered to you right away because we have a home office there in Los Angeles as well. Okay, guys, so we're going to get started with this. Once again, Cuvee's Creations, guys. And you know, I know it's been a rough time for everybody. It's been locked up, but believe it or not, everything that I had for this meal was in my refrigerator except for the salmon. So this is a meal that I'm going to dedicate to my sister, India Irving, who works extremely hard, who manages 3 businesses and have 5 kids. This is a great meal for you to prepare, India, for Dennis when he comes home and you don't have a whole lot of time. So the first thing we're going to do is we got our water boiling for our pasta. We're going to get started on our sauce. No, let's marinate our salmon first. So salmon is extremely porous. It's a nice fatty fish, right? So it's going to absorb everything. So with your salmon, you're going to take some of the honey lime vinaigrette. Of course, you're going to shake it well. And you're going to pour it on top of the salmon. And we're going to let it sit for maybe 5 to 10 minutes before you put it in the oven. Okay? So we're going to sit this to the side and let that marinate. And again, you can marinate it overnight if you want to. However, again, salmon is porous. It's going to absorb a lot of it. Okay? So now that we got our salmon marinated, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build our mango salsa. So, I don't know about you guys, but mango is a pain in the butt to cut up, right? So if anybody has any secrets for how you cut up a mango, please share with me. Make sure you go to Cuvee's Culinary Creations on Facebook Live, and we can answer your questions for you. So as you can see, I'm peeling it with a potato peeler. It's very easy. The difficult part about the mango is you can never know where the seed is or which direction the seed is going to be facing. So when you put your knife in to cut it, you run into... Mom, if you're there, I want to say hello to you. Dad, of course, I'm sure he's my biggest fan. I want to say hello to you guys. Make sure you guys stay safe. To my brothers and sisters. One of our members is missing today. The Princess Soraya. She's in Las Vegas on a small little vacation with her parents, which is cool. I've saved a whole lot of money since she's been gone. No frappes. Haven't had to buy any frappes. Okay, so we peeled our mango. So what I have found with the mango is I try to take the knife and try to go right down the center, but that's where the seed is. So now we're gonna go to the side, and we're gonna go right down the side of the mango, and there's my seed in the center. And again, if anybody has any secrets to how to peel the mango, let me know, okay? Because it's a pain in my butt. I want to get all of it off. I'm really frugal when it comes down to the fruit, and when it comes down to anything really. Anybody that knows me will tell you that how frugal I am. But I like to have a good time. So we're gonna go ahead and drop our pasta and let our pasta get boiling. As you can see, that was really simple, right? We didn't cut it, we didn't do anything to it. We just went ahead and just dropped it in the water while it's boiling. We're good. So with your mango, you're gonna take your mango and you're gonna do a small dice with your mango. Okay. Now what we have with our mango salsa is we have our cilantro, and if you guys looked at the page beforehand, you can see that Tyler has started to post the recipes and the menu items there in case you guys want to cook along with me, which is a great idea, Tyler. Thank you so much. Now, we still haven't found what Rob does. We're still trying to figure that out. But he's here every week. I don't know whether or not he's the taste tester, whether he's the man.
Hey,
what?
I plug things up.
But he plugged things up, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and get our mango salsa going. We're going to take our mango. So, you need about 3 mangoes, right? About 3 mangoes to put in your bowl. And I have the other 2 mangoes that are right here. Then after the mangoes, you're gonna add a 1/4 cup of your... Yes,
I got a question.
Yes.
Why 3 mangoes for one? We doing 1 fish for 3 mangoes?
Because you're gonna make a salad afterwards, Rob.
Okay. Just checking.
So we got 3 mangoes to make the mango your mango salsa. So we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of bell peppers, red bell peppers, which is like a half a bell pepper, and then you're gonna add maybe a half of a red onion, depending on how big it is. You're gonna add about a 1/4 cup of cilantro, maybe about a half a cup. I love cilantro, and you're gonna add 1 jalapeno, and then you're gonna take a lime, and you're going to squeeze the lime juice. Of 1 lime. And you're going to add a little salt and pepper. And we're going to mix it together. Now, one of the things about the mango salsa, we're going to let it sit to the side so all the seasonings can marry together. Do we have any questions thus far?
No.
Okay. Do we have anybody watching?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's take a look at our pasta. So one of the things about the fettuccine is that it will stick together if the water is not boiling thoroughly. So you do want to break it up to make sure that it's not going to stick together. Okay, so we got our salsa. We're gonna stick it over to the side. We have our pasta that we're waiting for, right? So, guys, I don't know how you guys are feeling about all of this stuff that's going on, but I'd like to tell you guys a story. And it's very important that we teach our children. Very important that we teach our children how to deal with the police, right? Because we know that this generation, they ask questions before or when they're stopped. They want to know. Jeremy, who is one of our kids, he has he was taking Mary back from the hospital one day, and the police pulled us over. And first thing that came out of Jeremy's mouth was, "Why you pull me over?" We can ask questions later, guys. The main thing we need to do is say, "Yes, sir," "No, sir," "Whatever I can do, sir," whatever the police wants you to do, just do it. It'll be over in a heartbeat. And 9 times out of 10, if you're not doing anything wrong, you're good to go. Okay, so now we need to make our lobster sauce. This is a little small commercial break. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as the night goes on. So now we're going to do our lobster sauce. This sauce is probably the fastest sauce that you're going to make ever. Ever, ever, ever. So you got your fire on medium. You're going to add 2 cups of heavy cream. You're going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. But you're going to whisk the flour in. Okay? Make sure it's whisked in. You're going to add your white wine. Now, I doubled the recipe, guys. So sometimes I'm doubling the recipe knowing how many people we got or how many people you're going to serve. And you're going to make sure that you whisk thoroughly. You're going to add your lobster base. Now, I use the lobster base because I did some lobsters this weekend for an anniversary party. And it was awesome. And I said, wow, I'm going to make this sauce. Now, if you have lobster shells, you can take those and you can boil them in some water, onions, carrots, and stuff like that to make sure that you get the flavor. Or you can just buy a base like I did. It makes it easy. You have to find a lobster base at a restaurant supply store. Yes, question.
Who keeps lobster tails? Laying around.
Well, for the people that cook, Rob, you know, they'll buy the lobster tails and they'll keep the shells and then they'll boil the shells and make a stock from it. Those are culinarians. You're not a culinarian.
I'm a regular cooker at the house.
So then you're gonna take your Parmesan cheese and you're gonna add your Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna add just a little bit extra. Mary, if you could be so kind to put that fish in the oven for me.
Okay, and then you had a question.
Yes,
of
question.
What's on the menu?
Okay, so the menu today is a salmon fettuccine with a white wine lobster sauce. That's what's on the menu today. Now, as you notice, I haven't done anything to my salmon yet. Okay, so my noodles are about ready. Notice how fast this dish is cooking. This is a very fast dish. Doesn't take long to cook at all. India Irving, hope you're listening, hope you're watching. We're gonna cool it off with just a little cold water. And we're gonna let it sit. Okay, so everything is pretty much done, right? Our sauce is reducing, right? Our pasta's working. We're waiting on our cheese to melt for our sauce. So now we're gonna take our sauce and we're gonna sit our sauce over here to the side. And we're going to work on our salmon. Now, I'm going to do this the way that I want you guys to do it. I'm not going to do it the way that I want to do it. Okay? So, with the salmon, you're going to make sure that your skillet is nice and hot. You have your salmon, which has been marinated in the Cuvee's Creations honey lime vinegar and salad dressing. You can get it from us by going to Cuvee'sCulinaryCreations.com. Go to the contact page. Fill out all the information. It's important that you fill out all the information. I know you may be my friend. You may even be my cousin. But I need your mailing address and all of your information so that when we go into the stores and when they call me and they say, how many have you sold? I can say, here's my database of the people that's bought so far. So far to this day, we've sold over 125 salad dressings in the past month. And our goal is to make sure we flip 1,000 salad dressings before the 1st of August. So, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. So now that our skillet is a little warm, we're going to put just a little olive oil. And the reason why you're going to put just a little olive oil is because your salad dressing has all of the oil in it as well, remember? My recipe, which you guys don't know, of course. But so, the skillet is hot. You're going to take your salmon. When you put anything in the skillet, you make sure that you put it in the skillet away from you so that it doesn't splash on you. Freezer station side down first. Okay? So we got that cooking really nice and slow. Now you want to be careful that the salmon doesn't stick. Okay? And it doesn't take very long, guys. Now once you got your first presentation side down, you're going to turn the fire down a little bit and you should have a nice little brown color to the salmon. And then you want to flip it over. Give it a little bit more time. Okay, again, this salad dressing you have to discard because you used it in the, you marinated with it, unfortunately. So we got our salmon cooking here, right? So we're going to flip it. And then we're going to take it and we're going to put it in the oven after you flip it. So Mary, if you take this salmon and take this and put it in that bottom oven for me. Put it in the bottom oven. Now, and then hand me the one in the top oven.
Chef, what temperature should their oven be?
So the oven
set
should
on?
be set at 350 degrees.
And for how many minutes
So,
should this
I was
be
just getting ready to talk about that. So, some people like their salmon well done. Some people like their salmon medium. Some people like their salmon rare. Okay? This salmon is going to be medium well. So we're cooking this salmon, after we seared it, we're cooking this salmon for approximately 8 minutes. Can I have it, please? Perfect. How about that? So this is the kind of crust that you should have on the salmon. See that crust? Really nice, right? All right, so now here's our sauce. Our sauce has thickened up. So we're going to go ahead and get that stopped. Any questions thus far? This is an easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy. So we got our salmon. We got the famous salad dressing, right? We got our noodles. Time to plate.
Oh, Jonathan said hello.
My grandson. Hey, Jonathan. So we have our pasta and we have our noodles, right? So we're going to take our noodles and go right here in the bowl. We got our sauce. Hey Jonathan, what did you cook today? I don't know why I always forget the ladle. Never fails, right? There we go. So, we got our noodles. We're going to take a little bit of our lobster sauce.
You said nothing yet.
Well, let me know what you cook, okay? So I like my salmon saucy. And then we're going to take a Miss Soraya. This is her job. Pair of tongs. Okay, we can use this. We're going to toss our pasta to make sure it's nice and wet and moist. We're going to take our salmon. We're going to sit our salmon right on top of our pasta. And then we're going to take our mango salsa. And we're going to sit our mango salsa right on top of the salmon, and we're going to sprinkle some mango around the plate. We're going to clean our plate up a little bit. Wow, that looks good. Look at that. How long did that take, guys? Didn't take long. Now, how can you make this a healthy dish? Right? Use wheat pasta. Right? If it was for my brother who's a diabetic, we will use the wheat pasta. And it will be just occasionally. The salmon is very healthy for you. It's not a matter of the salmon. The white wine lobster sauce has a little flour in it, but not very much, so it's not going to bother you. On the calorie range, I can't really tell you because I haven't did the nutritional value on it yet. But this is a wonderful dish, and I enjoy it. Again, everything was here in my house, and the salmon was $6.99 a pound, which was easy. The noodles was here inside. The lobster base was here inside. The heavy cream, the flour, the white wine, of course, was here, so it wasn't any problem.
Yes, two questions.
Yes,
Chef.
questions.
The first question comes from Valerie Johnson.
Uh-huh.
She wants to know what's in the name Cuvee.
What's in the name Cuvee?
Yes. What does it mean?
Okay. Cuvee means one that stands apart from the rest. One that stands alone. Cuvee is a fine ingredient that's in any type of fine champagne. Dom Perignon, Pierre Goulet, Cristal. If you buy a bottle of those champagnes, you'll see on those bottles Cuvee, Dom Perignon, Cuvee, Cristal, Cuvee, Mums, or whatever other fine champagne you like. So it's the ingredient that separates the bad impurities from the good. So when they're making champagne and it sits on the shelf, they turn it by hand. The Dom Perignon and the Pierre Goulet and the Cristal, they physically turn it by hand. That ingredient, Cuvee, removes the bad impurities from the good. Yes?
And Linda Montgomery Jones said to tell you hi.
Hey,
from
Linda.
Kentucky.
How are you in Kentucky? How's everything going down there with all of this uproar? Any other questions?
No.
Okay.
No other questions. Randy Cantu just commented that your sauces are her favorite.
Oh, Randy and I worked at the Marriott together. Randy is the sales coordinator over there. Thank you so much, Randy. Thank you for tuning in. Tell the kids I say hello, and I'll let you know next time I'll make you some Alfredo sauce, okay? So listen, guys. Again, this dish is simple, easy peasy, boom, out the door in less than 20 minutes. Doesn't take any time at all, right? So, before we shut off, Cuvee's Creations honey lime vinaigrette salad dressing. You gotta get it. You have to try it. Once you try it, go to my pages. Let us know what you think about it. Last week we used it on a pecan salad. This week we marinated the salmon with it. Next week we'll figure out something else to do with it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Kim talks. She was asking, can you go over the cooking of the salmon again?
Okay.
Because she said she could never get her salmon to come out right.
Okay, so first thing you want to do is you don't want your salmon to be extremely cold. Remember what happens when you put extremely cold with extremely hot, right? It creates a hurricane, it creates a tornado. So you want to get your salmon a little room temperature. And then you want your skillet to medium to high heat. The honey lime vinaigrette, the honey is going to give you the brown color that you need. Just a little olive oil so that it doesn't stick to the skillet, right? There's no salt and pepper on there. There's nothing except for the honey lime vinaigrette in the skillet. Once you sear it very lightly, 3 minutes to tops. Flip it over, put it in the oven. If you like it well done, for about 12 minutes. And if you like it medium, about 8 minutes. If you like it rare, about 6 minutes. Pull it out, boom, and it's done.
Kelsey Smith said he can't wait to get his salad dressing.
Okay, Kelsey, your order went out on, I believe it was Monday?
Yesterday?
No. Your order went out last week, Thursday. So you should have gotten it either today, because I sent you the tracking number. So here's the deal, guys. When I send out the salad dressing, what happens is Soraya takes a picture of the tracking number and texts you a copy of the tracking number. So go to your phone, Kelsey, look at the tracking money, go to United States Postal Service, USPS, look up tracking, put your tracking number in, and it'll tell you exactly where it is. Now, in Los Angeles, I can tell you that they were a little backed up. It took my mom a little bit to get her first order, but when the big order went out, she got that in 2 days, and it went the same way. Guys, we're working on shipping and handling. Of course, we have no control over that. We have no control over the Postal Service, so be patient with us. We're still growing. We're still learning. And we want to make sure that everybody gets their salad dressing. So, Kelsey, if you don't have yours by tomorrow, make sure you give me a call. Yes, ma'am.
Someone asked, can you show the plate again?
Absolutely. How about that? So, what we'll do is Tyler will take a good picture of it, and we will post it. You'll see it on the Facebook page. You'll see it on Instagram, and you'll see it on our YouTube page. Guys, Cuvee's Creations is doing some wonderful things. Keep supporting us. Keep looking at the show. Believe it or not, the show is really, really growing. We got some secrets behind the scenes that we've been working on that we're going to let you guys know upon once we get things validated. But we want you guys to continuously support us. The salad dressing has numerous of uses. A marinade is great for the salad. Now, remember I said I made a lot of the salsa, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we going to do with that salsa? We're going to take that salsa. we're going to take some pasta that has been cooled down. We're going to take the the mango salsa, put it with the pasta, and of course, we're going to use the Cuvee's honey lime vinaigrette. And we're going to turn it into a nice pasta salad.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Let's add a little more salt, a little more meat to it. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but here in Houston, guys, it's hot. It's over 90 degrees, and it's already 8 o'clock, right? So now we got a nice pasta salad, right? So we got 2 dishes from making 1 plate. So, are you hungry?
Yes.
I'm sure you are, Rob. When are you not hungry? God said, let them eat. I can't mess up the plate.
Wait till you take a picture.
Okay, so I won't mess up the plate. So guys, in everything that's been going on, you know, I like to give my condolences to the George Floyd family. We had a march here in Houston today that was peaceful. You know, I can't even begin to imagine. You know, I have 5 boys. 5. And they range from 22 to close to 40. And I just can't imagine. So, sit down, have a conversation with your boys, have a conversation with your daughters about how, when, and why to deal with the police so that they'll understand that everybody is human, everybody makes mistakes, but most importantly, we all have to be safe. We all have to be safe. Do what it takes to be safe so that we can see tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a great show. I'll be looking at my page for the next 30 to 45 minutes. Next week, we got something special for you guys. Paula Arsenault, I will be a guest on her show next Thursday. And next Tuesday, I will be doing the famous acai bowl. So there's another healthy dish. It's a cold dish for the kids for the summer. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next week. Have a great day.